Let's make one thing clear. Roblox Titanic Honor and Glory isn't going to be going anywhere anytime soon. Yes, I have not made a devlog for months now, but that's mainly because I've had to deal with multiple things outside of my Roblox development career. And now I actually have the time to start working on the game again. Now you might be wondering, where's the real-time animation? During the April Fool's video, I said that on April 15th something would come. That is what I was planning the real-time animation to be, but I'll just tell you the full story of what happened. So, it's about a day before I'm supposed to release the animation. Everything is complete, everything is done, all of my work has been put onto it, all the backups are ready in case if anything goes wrong. And I start the animation and record. About 3 hours-ish later, I come back to my computer and stop the recording. Well, at least that's what I thought would happen, because for some odd reason, my computer was off. It was completely shut down. And I was really worried because I thought that the recording and the game would get corrupted, and to my biggest dismay, it did, along with all of the backups. Everything I had worked on for over 9 months at this point was just gone because of one power outage. There's no way I can get the work back. I've been trying to do it for the last 2 weeks or so. I think it's been 2 weeks. But yeah, there's no going back. Everything you've been waiting for has just been wiped. If you were wondering what the video was going to be, it was going to be a 3-hour-ish long video, not 2 hours and 40 minutes, because I wanted to include the entire list of the amount of casualties and the survivors, and I also wanted to include a Carpathia and wreck sequence. If also the real-time animation came out, you would have seen people on the ship, which I honestly think that just would have shown the hard work I've been doing, but I've learned quite a lot, and one thing is for certain. Roblox is not a good animation software. It absolutely sucks. It is an absolute nightmare to try and animate that ship model. It had been for 9 months when I was working on it. So, I've decided that for any future animation I'm trying to make, I'm just gonna do it in Blender, because Roblox is just not a reliable source. And now moving on to Roblox Titanic Honor and Glory. Roblox Titanic Honor and Glory isn't being cancelled per se, but it's gonna get a huge overhaul on how the game will actually be. It's gonna be in one main thing. The model will not be a remake of the Roblox Titanic 2.0 model. It's going to be an original model made in Blender, which is why in the next few months I'm going to be releasing videos of me working on that model in Blender. Now, I have no clue how to do Blender. I'm literally just beginning as pretty much an infant in the Blender universe. So it might take a while, but I'm going to try and make this ship model as accurate as I possibly can. And if Blender for some reason just doesn't work, then I'll make the original ship model in Roblox with my development team. But yeah, that's basically what happened to the real-time animation. what the game's going to be like in the future, and what I'm planning on doing right now. Though, I have to clear up some stuff. The game will pretty much still be the same thing, but the fact that it's going to be an original model. There's still going to be 6 syncing theories to vote from. There is still going to be a single player mode, a story mode per se. It's still going to have that same feel that I originally intended it to be. Just a different ship model and a different name. Now about the name. I'm changing it from Roblox Titanic Honor and Glory because I just don't want to get into any copyright issues with Titanic Honor and Glory themselves. There have been many contestants for a name, and we originally chose Roblox Titanic Tragedy and Adventure, but we realized that was too similar to Roblox Titanic Tragedy, so we currently do not really have a clear idea for what the name of the game should be, but we are currently doing some brainstorming. But that's pretty much all you need to need about what has happened. Hopefully, during the month of May, I can get a lot of stuff on this game done because, as you do know, because you watched this video, all of the work that I had been doing on the real-time animation is pretty much gone. There's just no way we can. There's literally no way that we could get that work back. But hopefully this is the end of bad times and the beginning of a bit of a renaissance for this project. Again, mainly because I haven't worked on the project itself in so long. Now, game development is quite hard because for most of the time that I wanted to work on the game itself, not just working on the real-time animation, I sit there in the place and I just sit there for nearly an hour trying to think of what I can do, but the idea doesn't really come to me. It's those first initial ideas that you will always get, but once you do have a stable foundation, being able to get new ideas onto the paper, then, well, I think that's the hardest part. I have an awesome development team and an awesome fan base, and you guys have really supported me throughout this year, and basically the year before that, and the year before that, if you were an original fan of my content back before I did Titanic stuff. When I first started this channel, back in about August or November. Anyways, that's pretty much just all you need to know. Why there is no real-time animation? What's going to be happening to the game? What I'm thinking of happening, what I'm thinking of doing with the game right now, and basically what this channel's future is going to be. But Roblox Titanic Honor and Glory is far from being cancelled. It will not be cancelled, that is for sure. Eventually, once we do manage to sort everything out, there will be a final game, just not this year, but probably in 2023 or sorts like that. Well, I'm sorry that I had to stretch all of this out to nearly 10 minutes of just hearing me talk, but that's pretty much just the facts. And, well, I'll also provide a transcript in the description basically saying everything that went wrong and basically everything that I talked about in this video, so that if you need to come back to this video, you could go into the description and read that script. Well, I hope to see more content coming from this channel and more progress being made on the game. My name is Roblox Titanic, and I'll see you next time.